friends, it's Penguin here.
And Farah.
And today we are going to be introducing you to the double brain.
The double brain block, which is the kind of the control block of a MOSS robot. It allows you to control a robot from either an Apple device
or an Android device. You can do phones or tablets.
And you're using Bluetooth technology to connect the device, which will have an app on it that will show you, which will remote control the different pieces of the double brain. So what the double brain has on it is a whole bunch of
little numbers.
Yeah, little numbers on the red output panels that are basically going to allow you to associate a signal coming out of, like, for example, number 1 will associate with number 1 on the app here, and we'll show you that later. So what we want to do today is make sure that you understand exactly how to pair a Bluetooth device, both Apple and Android, with the double brain. And then also we'll build a little robot, right?
Yes, we're going to build a little robot that we kind of made ourselves, so to speak. And we call him Mr. Derp.
Right, and he can be remote controlled. We're going to set up 2 of these outputs to control his wheels, right?
Yes,
the
his
little motors.
wheels.
So we will start on that, and here we go. Okay, here we go. We now have in front of you the extended battery with 6 ball bearings attached to it as we get ready to attach it to the double brain. So the extended battery is going to give power to the double brain.
And you want to make sure that the switches and the intake panels are on either side in the front. So like here and here. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay.
So now we're going to take the one and only green power panel of the double brain, and we're going to attach it to the top. And you'll notice that number 7, output number 7, is going down into the extended battery. Okay, so now we have power that's going into the double battery. I'm sorry, the double brain. And we are now going to try to pair the brain with a couple devices. The first one will be an Android device.
And so when you first want to start out, thank you, you're going to want to turn on your device.
And you'll notice it's flashing
3 colors in sequence.
Yellow, blue,
red.
That's our device.
That's our double brain. Each double brain combination will be different, and that's how it differentiates between all the different groups of brains if you happen to have a bunch of groups.
Yeah, you could have more than one.
So first you want to go into the MOSS Control app,
which you need to download from the Play Store
or
Apple Store. The Apple Store on the iPhone device.
And so we see how it says searching for devices.
Yep.
But our device is not there. So you want to hit the try pairing with it. And then see it says, available devices, MOSS, yellow, blue, red, YBR. So then I'm going to just click on that, and it'll say pairing, and it might take a minute.
Yeah, sometimes it does. This has not been the most reliable part of this whole experience for us.
Hey.
But oh my gosh, it paired. That was really quick for what we normally have.
Yeah, I know. And so then you want to, if you're on Android, you usually have this little back button. That'll take you directly back to the app, where your brain will show up with yellow, blue, red. And then you want to click on it.
Click on it.
And then your panel is connected.
Right. So now we are Bluetooth connected from this Android device.
And you'll know because this will turn blue.
Right. So now we are connected. So that is the control app. You'll notice on this control app that there is
different numbers
1 through 8. Each one of those corresponds to the number on the double brain. So if you send a signal using one of these,
if you do one up and down, then it'll send different signals to out of each of the different faces.
So the corresponding face with the same number.
Yeah.
So which faces are we going to use when we build our little derp guy robot?
We're going to use 3,
3,
and 5.
And 5. Okay. So I'm going to set this down for the moment. Should we pair it with the iPhone device now?
Yes, so then you want to completely exit out of that.
Get out of that.
So you want to go to the app, and it'll say it's not connected. So what we want to do is we want to go out of this app. Come on. It's an iPhone 4, so it's a bit old. Buddy, come on, buddy. You got this. Come on, buddy.
Doesn't want to do it. Oh, there
There
it
we
goes.
go. Okay,
all right,
okay.
all right, all right. No, go for it.
You want to go to the settings,
Okay.
Bluetooth, and then it'll search for devices. Now this is when you want to have ours is on.
Oh, it found it.
And it found it, and it said it's not paired, so you want to click on that, so it'll pair. Take a minute.
This can take a little time.
Yes, especially because our phone is old.
Yeah.
Very old.
So here we go. So MOSS YBR, remember that's us. We know it's us because it's yellow, blue, red. Those are the colors of our double brain.
So it says it's
Ooh.
connected.
And did you notice what happened on the double brain? When it said connected, immediately the double brain went blue on that light.
It went blue.
So
It
there we
went
go.
blue.
So now we know we're connected. So should we build the robot now?
Sure.
Okay. Let's
So
go
you
ahead.
want to
So
turn them off.
Pengui is going to
Just
turn it
to-
off.
Just save power.
Okay.
And then what you want to do is you want to take one of your motors with the brown facing up, and you want to put it right underneath the 3.
Against the power
Power.
extended battery. There we go. So now that's how that motor
It's
is
getting
going to
power.
get that power. And those wheels are just attached to the motor.
So then the one important thing to know about this is that when you connect the other one on parallel, like right here, you know, just like the other one, you want to make sure that these arrows are reversed,
Okay.
like this. You want to...
Cool.
Cool.
Looking good.
So, and then, but the one thing that this doesn't have is a signal telling the wheels to move. So that's when we need these 2 corners.
And remember, corners route signals. That's all they do. So it's going to route the, what's the number there?
3.
You're going to route from the output signal of the
3,
double brain 3
Put
into
it-
the input brown on the motor.
like so.
So now when we take the app on our device and we do something with 3, and what's the other side? What number are we using on the other
5.
side? 5. So that side is 5. When we either do a 3 or a 5 on the app, it should actually make the robot move.
So this is actually what Derp Guy looks like.
He's pretty simple.
It's very simple. He can, just so you know, he can knock back and forth. So don't freak out if he knocks back and forth.
Should we just try to drive him here?
Sure.
Okay, here you go.
So you'll also want to notice that whenever, so you want to turn it on, whoo,
Okay.
it'll jerk like that. And then for iPhone, you want to just go into the settings again and hit, and then hit when it'll say, oops, sorry, it'll say
There you go.
not connected. Then I clicked on it, it said connected. For Android, it's a little more automatic, but, you know. Come on.
All right.
Here we go. So I'm going to go back to mouse control, and it'll say, oh, it's connected. And it gives me this little intro.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
There we go.
Gives me this little intro. And so it's like, yay, I understand. You just,
Get rid of all those little intro
yeah.
buttons.
So then another thing you want to do is you want to go into settings, and you want to tap these little,
Firmware.
You want, no. You want to tap these little targets. That'll just help with if you ever happen to run it into something, then if you just sort of let go, it'll stop the robot immediately.
So which ones are you going to use? Let's take a look.
I'm going to use 3 and
There you
5.
Over this way, just a little. There we go. So 3 and 5.
You see over there?
Right.
See? He moved. He moved.
So there he goes. Now he's coming back. There he's going that way. Now he's coming back. So that's just by 3 and 5. And if you do it in opposite directions, he spins because one wheel's going front and one wheel's going backwards.
Oh,
So there we go. Should we see if that works on the Android device?
okie dokie.
All right, let's switch devices here. We have paired that Android device. So I will get up MOSS control and give it to you.
So you see how it just says, it just sort of pops up. You just need to click on that. And I would say it's a bit more easy interface.
It's connecting.
Connecting. This can take a minute.
Right. And connecting, and connecting. Sometimes, one thing we have had issues with this over time.
You see
You'll
it
notice
says
it says
failed.
failed. So one of the things that, and I'm not sure if this really actually matters, but we have a debate on this internally about whether this is really true, but one of the things I sometimes do is turn off the robot, power him down, power down the app completely, so actually, so actually get rid of him. There we go, if the app is dead. Okay, so now I will power on the robot. So the robot is now on. Oops, sorry.
And then we have to connect.
And here we go.
Yay!
Successfully connected. I don't know why that happens sometimes, but that's sometimes what we have to do. Oops, let's see if we can see him. He's right under your hand.
Sorry.
That's
And then
okay.
also for this one, instead of the little settings button, it's this little button here. And you just tap the targets,
Nice.
just like before. And then you have to go
Alright.
back.
So now 3 and 5. There he
Holy
goes.
Sorry.
That's awesome. Well, I think that's everything we wanted to build.
Yeah.
We have now shown you how to pair, and with a double brain with 2 devices, and we have built a little guy, and we've sent signals through him from the devices.
Huh.
So we will start building more complex stuff going forward. Okay, we're back, and thanks for watching today. What we went over today was the double brain, right?
The double brain, this guy here. We built Mr. Derp.
Mr. Derp.
We helped you
Pair.
couldn't think of the word, pair to Apple and Android devices.
Right. So now you have all the necessary pieces to control a robot remotely
Yes.
from your device. So that's a pretty big leap ahead, which is why we did a whole episode just on the double brain. It's a very important piece
This
of
is a
it.
very important piece, very expensive piece.
Right.
So
We are going to go on in the next episodes. We will start building robots that are a little more advanced and using pieces, but we will always likely be using the double brain so we can control it remotely. So stay tuned for the next episode.
bye.
All
It's
right.
gonna keep waving.